How does the richest man in the world spend his money? Elon Musk wears many hats as the founder of the Boring Company, the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX, the co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI, and the CEO and chief product architect of Tesla Inc. It's no secret that he works quite hard to keep these companies afloat. So how does he enjoy the rewards of his labor? We'll be looking at Elon Musk's spending habits, so sit back and relax as we delve into this. How rich is Elon Musk? For Elon, although it hasn't been a straight path to being a billionaire, it's been an interesting one. He received his first paycheck when he was just 12 years old. Musk allegedly learned how to code on his own while still a child in South Africa and produced a video game. He received $500 for the game's source code. Musk eventually emigrated to Canada, where he worked long hours shoveling grain, sawing logs, and cleaning boiler rooms until landing a summer internship at the Bank of Nova Scotia. To really appreciate his current net worth of $253.4 billion, we'll be taking a peek at the past first. Musk has always been enterprising, it seems. Even when he was in college, he offered his fellow students complete PCs and computer equipment for sale. You would go to Elon Musk if there was a problem with your computer, or if you needed to upgrade it for video games or other purposes. Elon Musk managed to pay his way through college using a combination of partial scholarship, his income from his PC industry, and some creative methods. Musk had converted their home into a secret bar with a $5 entry fee, for example. He earned a degree in physics and economics and planned to get his PhD, but he abandoned it to launch Zip2, an online startup that created city guide software for newspapers. Using the $28,000 startup money that their father had agreed to contribute, he and his brother created Zip2 together. They were able to sell the business for a staggering $307 million in just 4 years, making Musk, who received $22 million, a millionaire for the first time. At this time, in 2002, Elon Musk decided to pursue a career in space exploration and established SpaceX, the business that has come to represent him. He would later co-found Tesla and Solar City, a business that sold solar power systems in a few more years. While these businesses made Musk immensely wealthy, his first wife Justine's divorce nearly bankrupted him, which is hardly uncommon and might be one of his biggest expenditures. Elon Musk fought to stay afloat for more than 2 years, but when Tesla made its New York Stock Exchange debut in 2010, Musk once more gained millions. 2 years later, he had $2 billion net worth and was a billionaire. So what are Elon Musk's billions spent on? For starters, Elon Musk does not waste his money on extravagant holidays. Elon Musk rarely takes long vacations, except for the annual camping trip he makes with his children. He usually works in his factories or offices before returning to one of his 4 houses in Los Angeles. However, he seems to invest a lot of his money in real estate. According to some sources, he has a mansion in LA's posh Bel Air neighborhood that is worth $70 million. Since 2012, he's been investing in real estate in the neighborhood. His very first acquisition was a $17 million bachelor pad on a 1.67-acre tract. He owns several mansions. A billionaire like Elon Musk, who does not believe in splurging, owns some of the most upscale and cutting-edge properties. His Los Angeles property, for instance, is renowned for its cutting-edge style and an expensive price of roughly $4.5 million. The house has 4 opulent bedrooms and 3 luxurious bathrooms. It has a surface area of about 3,000 square feet. Musk paid roughly $3.37 million for this home in 2014, but after making some renovations and design changes, the cost increased to an astounding $4.5 million. When Musk purchased the spectacular Bel Air mansion, which cost him an additional $17 million, he put this home up for sale. The billionaire's preferences are ideally suited to the exclusive California neighborhood of Bel Air. The home has an approximate 20,240 square feet width, 7 to 9 bathrooms, a large screening room, a pool, and an improved tennis court from Musk's previous residence. But according to reports, he went on a selling binge in 2020 and ended up with just a $50,000 house. A collection of automobiles. Musk also enjoys driving. Of course he does. Having a fascination with cars would typically go with running the leading electric vehicle brand. He has a Ford Model T and a Jaguar E-Type Series 1. He even spent about $1 million in 2013 for the Lotus Esprit submersible car from the 1977 James Bond movie The Spy Who Loved Me. His automobiles rank among the most expensive rides. Classy vehicles like the Audi Q7, which cost around $70,000, and the 1967 Jaguar Series 1, which cost him about $104,000, are kept in his garage. Musk owns a number of high-end electric vehicles, such as the Tesla Roadster, which sells for an incredible $200,000, the McLaren F1, which cost over $1 million, and the much-anticipated McLaren F1 hypercar, which cost over $12 million. An expensive yacht. Elon Musk is also the proud owner of a few private yachts, in addition to some of the most innovative automobiles ever created. Despite being among the most expensive ships, their worth is kept a secret. He also has a private jet that costs an astounding $70,000 and is just as luxurious. Elon Musk commissioned Gulfstream Aerospace to create a unique jet for him in 2015. The following year, Musk received the final item, enabling to fly 7,500 miles non-stop. Charity. Elon Musk's next big spend is of a charitable nature. He signed the Giving Pledge in 2012, not long after he became a billionaire, but he hasn't made his letter of commitment public. He pledged to donate the vast majority of his lifetime wealth. He also periodically donates money to various charities, although, according to some sources, he hasn't given his foundation more than $25 million. We're positive he has donated at least $10 million. An obsession with Mars. For someone with such a vast net worth, he doesn't appear to be particularly overly interested in earthly pleasures, though, as all of his funds are allocated to his SpaceX company, his aspirations to colonize Mars, and his goal of making humanity a multi-planetary species. According to Grimes, Elon's ex-girlfriend said people think Elon is hoarding money, but in reality he spends all his resources on R&D. She added that Elon is devoted to his risky, expensive Mars mission for the benefit of humanity. While the entrepreneur is living the good life, he keeps spending his money on novel business ideas that he later grows into multi-million-dollar businesses. His latest spend? Twitter. The Twitter acquisition. Early in April, Musk made an offer to purchase Twitter, raising the share price from about $40 to over $50. The price Musk agreed to pay for Twitter was a comfortable premium over its then trading price, even if it was below its most recent record highs, which were set in 2021. However, the controversial $44 billion offer from Elon Musk to acquire Twitter has been withdrawn, putting the deal in danger of failing. Musk recently informed the Twitter board in a letter that the transaction had been terminated. Twitter is rejecting Musk's claim, though, so it seems a little battle is brewing. Brett Taylor, the board chair for Twitter, stated in a response that the board is devoted to completing the merger on the terms and conditions negotiated with Musk and intends to take legal action to enforce the merger agreement. In the Delaware Court of Chancery, we are sure we will win. Under these conditions, Musk might have agreed to pay Twitter a $1 billion breakup fee. Instead, it appears prepared to put up a battle in order to close the purchase, which the company's board has approved, and CEO Parag Agrawal has adamantly stated he wants to do. The potential collapse of the agreement is merely the most recent twist in the story involving the richest man in the world and one of the most powerful social media sites. The majority of the controversy has taken place on Twitter, where Musk, who has more than 100 million followers, has lamented the platform's failure to fulfill its potential as a forum for free speech. We're curious to know how this will eventually play out. Stocks. With his billion-dollar fortune, it is true that billionaire Elon Musk is the owner of some of the most costly objects in human history. However, he spends his money a lot less extravagantly than you would expect the world's richest man to do. Musk has earned a significant fortune through his several tech ventures. However, due to his complex compensation plan, stock options are granted to him when Tesla achieves difficult performance benchmarks. Musk's wealth jumps when Tesla performs well. This has a downside. Since his fortune is mostly dependent on his Tesla shareholding, which fluctuates with the markets, his net worth is subject to regular change. According to the most recent World Bank figures, Elon Musk is worth more than a gross domestic product of more than 150 nations and territories. This contains the total GDPs of nations like Iran and New Zealand. Musk, meanwhile, has acknowledged that he lacks funding. On a podcast last year, he said, "Some people think I have a lot of money. I don't, in fact." Like many other powerful CEOs, Musk lives day-to-day on loans and mortgages. As people have grown more ecologically conscious, SpaceX has emerged as a crucial partner in NASA missions, while Tesla automobiles are appearing more frequently on streets across the globe. His last popular projects, The Boring Company and Neuralink, are actually quite relevant. The latter is developing brain-to-machine interface devices that will enable people with paralysis to mentally interact with their mobile and computing devices, while the former develops boring machines to drill tunnels for underground transportation systems. For example, Virgin's Hyperloop to help reduce traffic congestion in major cities. Musk is notable for his investing choices when developing revolutionary technology that no one could possibly believe in. This seems to be the strategy behind his extraordinary achievements. Musk is the ideal example of a person whose enthusiasm fuels his work ethic. Because he does what he loves, he enjoys what he's doing. We're definitely looking forward to what the future holds when it comes to this billionaire. What do you think about how Elon spends his money? Were you surprised, or did he meet your expectations? Comment below.